Hola mi gente, Sarah back here again with another video. This time I'm going to be focusing around the 1111 portal. I wanted to do this video to give us an opportunity to still believe in creating a positive future, to give us some hope and resilience despite everything that's been happening lately in our country, and providing some reassurance for those who may be feeling anxious and worried about the outcome of our lives. And so with this video, I am going to pull some oracle cards and also do some journal prompts to support those oracle cards, to give us a little bit more of a personalized, in-depth experience. So we're gonna get started right now. Okay, so before we begin with the card reading, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about what the 1111 portal means. It's 11 is a powerful number in numerology, and it's a master number, and it's a number of spiritual alignments. It's pulling you towards your higher self. It's representing intuition. And so when it's doubled, it is thought to be a more powerful, heightened time. It's usually considered like a wake-up call. Think about what your thoughts are right now, because you're manifesting in this moment, or the energy is powerful in this moment for you to be manifesting. So it's definitely an opportunity for us to use the energy that's in the universe for our advantage to help further and progress our lives. The portal is also considered a time for deep reflection, and many people use this day to tune into their inner wisdom, into exploring your own personal growth and development, and reconnecting with your soul's path. So I figured that this would be a perfect video to do that with all of you, and to give back to the collective so that we can come together in community and share in this energy. As we begin, I would like for us to take some grounding breaths. So we're going to practice a breathing exercise where we're going to breathe in 4 counts, hold for 4, and breathe out for 4. And we're going to just continue that 3 times. So I will talk you through it, and just make sure you're in a comfortable space where you will be undisturbed for a few minutes while you go through this video, so that you can have the opportunity to tune in and focus on your breath, on your body, and on what your spirit and intuition is saying to you. So closing your eyes and taking a deep breath in for 4 counts. Holding for 4 and releasing in 4 counts. Doing that again, breathing in for 4, holding at the top for 4, and releasing for 4. One more time, breathing in for 4, holding 4 counts, and releasing for 4. Let's do one more. Breathing in 4 counts, holding, and releasing for 4. So this is a great exercise to bring you back into your body, regulate your nervous system, ground yourself in the present moment, connect with your heart, with your breath. Will also neutralize any feelings of anxiety. So I invite you to practice this breathing exercise at any point in time where you feel like you are feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or unable to focus. So today I'm going to be pulling from the Goddess Guidance Oracle deck, and also from the Starseed Oracle deck. And we're going to start with the Goddess Guidance cards first. And our first theme that I'm going to be pulling for is hope and resilience. What are the messages for the collective for hope and resilience during these challenging times? We got inner wisdom. Athena. And whatever message comes up for you, feel free to also tap in to what may be coming through for you in this moment. This card is asking for us to check in to what our inner knowing is, our inner wisdom, trusting that we can make good choices, that we know what path to follow, that we will be able to navigate effectively through any obstacle or any challenge that may come through our way. It's really recognizing how resilient we are and remembering times where you may have been challenged and how you were able to navigate through that and come through on the other side successfully. This is reminding you of that, reminding you of your inner power, reminding you of your ability to navigate challenging, stressful, complicated situations that you know inside, in your heart, in your body, in your mind space, that you have everything that you need to combat any kind of obstacle or any type of challenge coming your way. So this is giving you a little bit of reassurance and knowing that you got this, and no matter what comes your way, no matter what happens, you will find a way through it. So this is instilling some more reinforcement around our self-confidence. So the journaling prompts that I have for this card says, what brings you hope during challenging times? And how can you invite more of it into your daily life? Feel free to pause the video here if you want to write out your answer, or if you want to just reflect, that's fine too. The second question is, what strengths have you leaned on in the past to get through tough moments? And the last journaling prompt is, how can you use this strength now to stay centered and move forward? So this is speaking to your inner wisdom, to what you have already built in that allows you to navigate through challenging situations. How can you tap into that during the next few years that we may be facing uncertainty and may be challenged with obstacles coming our way? This card reminds us that we have the ability to create our own reality regardless of what's happening around us. And so what is the message around personal empowerment for all of us today? Oh, beautiful. So we got Dana, which is High Priestess. And again, tap into anything that may be coming up for you as you look at this card. And this is speaking specifically to the ability that we have to connect to a higher power, that we have strong intuitive abilities, that we are able to also gain wisdom and knowledge from feeling our way in, from prayer, from tapping into God, universe, whatever you believe in. Really believing in a divine source energy to be present, to lead us, to guide you, to navigate your steps. And it's a matter of taking out the time, getting still, and tapping into that resource so that you can feel fully equipped and empowered to make choices and navigate also difficult situations. The journaling prompts that I have for this card is, what is one action you can take today to feel empowered even in a small way? So how can you use your divine intuition, the ability to connect with the divine, to take action in a small way today? And the second journaling prompt is, what are some areas of your life where you could focus on positive change, and what might that look like? So how can you use your connection to the divine to evoke positive change in your life? What routines, what structures can you implement so that you're divinely guided? And the third journaling prompt is, if you could create one shift in your mindset, what would help you feel more empowered moving forward? So how can you use divine source energy as a method in which you change your mindset, you create a shift? How do you do that? What would help you feel more empowered moving forward as you use this ability to connect with the divine? The next card that I have for you guys is around the theme of a vision for a brighter future. And it's talking about how to encourage you to hold a positive vision for the future that you desire. Despite that we're feeling challenged, we want to hold on to that vision that positive change is possible. So let's see what the universe has regarding keeping a positive vision for the future. So we got Mawu, and again, I'll leave it here for a second for you to connect. This is a deep one. So this is about taking action to show up in the world, to show up in community. It's really about allowing yourself to think of all of us as an extension of you, knowing that the way you operate internally with your life, with yourself, is how we get to also operate with others and give them that same grace and compassion and understanding. Knowing that we don't want to be judged, knowing that we don't want to live in a society of judgment, then we get to lead with that. We get to create that. We get to hold the world in the vision of love and compassion that we are all wanting to have. And so this is a great card. It's also talking about activism. It's talking about getting out there and connecting person to person, getting off of social media so much and relying on social media and actually building face-to-face connections and going back to that. I think there's a lot where we can draw on really building community to empower ourselves, to create safe spaces, to also connect and have ourselves feel supported by others that are like-minded and on the same journey of creating a positive vision for our future. It starts with us. It starts with how we decide to navigate in our little neighborhoods. It starts how we decide to navigate in our families. So it's about empowering ourselves to then take action and at the same time hold a vision of what it is that we're creating and leading with that vision in our minds. I have the journaling prompts that say, what is your vision for a brighter world and what role do you see yourself playing in it? How can you take active action in this vision starting now? And the second question is, what fears or doubts might be blocking you from fully embracing this vision? And how can you release that? How can you let go of these blocks or doubts within yourself so that you can let go of it as you move forward into community or into the future with others? And the last question is, list 3 things you can start focusing on to bring your vision for the future closer to reality. So how can you build community in even the smallest ways starting now? What is that future vision for us to feel like we have a better place, that we are part of a community that actually supports us and accepts us and loves us and cares for us? How do you take action on that? And how do you bring that closer to reality? What are 3 things that you can do that? I really hope that these journaling prompts give you some anchoring, something to stand on, something to believe in, something to know that's true for you. And I invite you to come back and reflect on these answers in a few weeks or in a month to see if you're still on track with what it is that came up for you while you were reflecting on these journaling prompts. In the next part of this video, I wanted to give everyone some resources around how to manage your anxiety or feelings of overwhelm in these challenging times. And first and foremost, it's so important for you to take care of yourself and make that a priority. I feel that it's super important for us to really understand that this can be a lot, not only with what's happening here, but it's also what's happening in the world. It can feel heavy. It can feel like you're drowning. It can feel like you're in some type of warped reality. And that can add stress and anxiety to us every day. And that can show up in many ways. It can show up not eating well, not sleeping well, not being able to focus, all the ways in which anxiety shows up. One of the things that I do offer is that breathing exercise that we did in the beginning. I also want to offer, if you've seen any of my videos, I've talked a lot about journaling, how journaling allows you really to get the thoughts out of your mind, especially if you're feeling overwhelmed. It lets you just get all of that out of your head, out on paper, and frees up some of that mental anxiety that can happen when you have too much going on in your mind. And also thinking about doing a lot more exercises that help calm your nervous system. This could be going out in nature if you can, walking barefoot in the grass, connecting with water if you're near a beach, or going hiking and being in the woods. There's just something about being alone in nature that helps just bring down your energy levels and allows you to tune in to yourself and to the environment. Also, taking a shower. That's one of my favorite things to do, is getting in the bath. You can do a herbal bath, or you can just do a shower, and allowing water, warm water. For me, it's like hot water that allows me to just relax and let go. And you can also visualize the water, washing away whatever stress or anxiety that you may be feeling. It's a really powerful practice that I like to do. I put on some meditative music, light some candles, and I get in the shower or in the tub and just allow myself to feel like all of it's being washed away. And then another thing that you can do is a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 exercise. If you're really feeling anxious in the moment, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 works where you think about or look for 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. And if you just take yourself through that, it brings you into your elements and takes you out of what's going on in your mind and in your anxious state. So I hope that those tools support you. It's really important for us to really keep these in mind. And some of them take only 5 minutes. If you have a busy day, and just taking those 5 minutes to just say, okay, wait a minute, I'm feeling overwhelmed. Let me just do this. Let me just take a breath. Let me get outside. I can't tell you how many times I've been in an office environment and feeling overwhelmed and just decided I just need to go stand in the sun for a few minutes and just take some deep breaths. And it's so soothing and just so powerful to do that. So please take care of yourselves. I'm also going to encourage you guys to allow yourself to feel however you're feeling. Do not try to push it down, ignore it, or push through it, because it's coming up because the body needs to express it. And there's usually some wisdom or some kind of knowledge that comes at the end of that energetic release, what I like to refer to as a golden ticket or a nugget that usually comes with letting your feelings come through and processing those feelings. So I invite you to do that as well and really be gentle with yourselves and give yourself grace. Everything is not going to be an overnight change if you're implementing any of these techniques. With consistent practice and staying present to how you're feeling and staying connected to divine source energy, as we just got in this card reading, it is so empowering and will help you navigate through a lot of what you may be feeling and perceiving to be in our future. And I want to close out with just a general message for the collective using the Starseed Oracle deck, which is one of my favorite decks. And we're just going to see what is the message for the collective. So we got 2 cards that popped out. I'm going to take them both. And so I feel like this is the first time I've seen both of these actually in a reading. So the first one we got is Whale and Orca Elders. So beautiful. I'll let you guys tap in for a second, see what comes up for you. And so this says, share your song, frequency of sound, diving deep. And what's coming through for me, this is about us really doing the inner work, us really getting to a place where we're doing the healing, where we're taking time to honor ourselves and accepting ourselves, the good, the bad, the ugly, and also appreciating what we've been through because it's given us so much knowledge and experience that we need in order to keep navigating forward. This is really an intense, deep message that I feel is so powerful right now, because if we all took the time out to do more of the healing work, more of the self reflection, there'll be less conflict in the world. And so I hope that at least you take some time out, and with this video alone, you're actually starting that process and taking that time out to do that self reflection. It is so important. And allow yourself to be who you are, right? This card is also saying share your song, speak your truth, share your story, allow yourself to be seen and heard. This is not a time for us to shy away into the shadows. It's a matter of really showing up again with love and grace and compassion, but being who you really are and sharing your story inside of that. And so I'm going to go ahead and read from the actual book just to get a little bit deeper, because these cards are so juicy. They always have like all this extra like stuff. So it says the whale and orca elders are benevolent cosmic beings here to anchor a frequency of love onto the planet, to harmonize it with their song. As they weave around the oceans, they do so much more than any of us know. Their physical presence affects Earth's magnetic fields, and their harmonious call us to wake up and remember our own soul song. Looking into the eye of a whale is something you'll never forget. Whales see into your very being, and in an instant, you're changed forever. They see beyond the physical, the woundings, the identity, the personality, the story. They see right into your soul. If you pull this card, you're being called to surrender to your deepest truth and share it with potency, to bow to who you truly are, to stretch your heart wide enough to hold it all, to leave your fears, doubts, and baggage at the door, to question any part of you that doesn't feel good enough. The whale and orca elders want to give others the privilege of seeing who you truly are, and for you to see the same in other beings, to drop your hang-ups and personality flaws and get busy revealing the unique note your soul came here to sing. Allow the song that echoes in the four chambers of your heart to emanate in all four directions. Peel back the layers of suffering and pain and reveal to others your soul's true song, and endeavor to see the soul of all of those that you meet. That brings tears to my eyes. It makes me so emotional. It's so beautiful, and I couldn't have said it any better. It's truly what we need in this world right now. And believe that it starts with each one of us. The more we get to do the work and tap in, the more we can change the world. Can't believe I got so emotional on that card. The next card we got is Inner Earth. I'm going to let you look at this card because it's gorgeous. And I'm going to try to get through this without crying again. But it says, you'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. And so we get to trust and believe that God, divine source energy, whatever you believe in, is actually there protecting us and guiding us, and that we cannot forget that no matter how scary it may feel, no matter how overwhelming we may get, how challenging we may feel, we have to know that we are being divinely led and guided at all times, and that we will persevere. We will get through this. It is not the end. I'm going to read from the card, from the book. Inner Earth, also known as Argatha, is believed to be a hidden subterranean world within the planet itself. Many ancient cultures mention it in their stories. It's said that some of the beings of the ancient lost lands, such as Lemuria, Atlantis, went there, Hindu and Celtic lore mention caves and entrances to underground worlds. Tibetan Buddhism refers to the secret mystical city Shambhala, which is thought to be located in the Himalayas. Many have searched for inner earth in the physical world, but without success. So the mystery continues. Is it a place that exists in the physical or in another level of consciousness? There are solutions beyond what you can perceive. Surprising outcomes to your problems and situations. Resolutions that are in the best interest of all involved. If you find yourself facing an obstacle or feeling stuck and have no idea what to do, you're being reassured that there is a way out. You'll survive this and things will work out. If you're stuck in a rut, do something to shake up the energy and shift your thinking. Try something new you wouldn't normally do. Soon you'll see that a whole new world of solutions are available. Things that were previously beyond our focus will present themselves. Helpful people, signs from the universe, and support in both expected and unexpected ways are on their way to you. But first, you need to do something different to shift your focus so that you can receive them. I feel like that summed up the whole reading for today. All the cards that I pulled culminated with that last message. It's really about us taking back our power, especially on a day like the 11/11 portal. It's so important for us to tap in and use this time in a collective to send this energy out into the world, to be in this vibration, to choose that we're going to be different and live differently, that we don't have to follow what has been dictated to us. We get to create a new reality. And just like when you go to visit certain places in the world where people are so nice and generous, that's something that's created by the people. And there's other places in the world that you go to where people are not so nice. That's also created by the people. So we can't forget that we get to create our own experience and really trust and believe in the power of that. I really hope that you guys walk away with this video feeling a little bit more empowered, a little more hopeful, a little bit more optimistic for our future, and knowing that we have all that we need to navigate through this and that we will be okay. Please send me some comments below. Let me know how this resonated for you, or if there were deeper messages that you got from those cards. I would love to hear that as well. Please like and subscribe. And I am so grateful that you are here with me today. I hope that you continue to be part of my community and know that I'm sending love and light to everyone, and pray that we can overcome together. Thank you for being here. Bye.